Devil made me think twice. Let's get into it. All right, well, Devil Made Me Think Twice is recorded in drop D tuning, which means your low string is a D, normally an E, just a whole step down. And then all the rest of the strings are normal, A, D, G, B, E, all standard tuning there. I am playing through a Helix right now, a Line 6 Helix. That's my typical rig. If you don't have one of those, I do know that Chris Stapleton uses a Fender Princeton amp. He actually has his own signature model out, so just kind of go for something in that Fendery realm and just on the edge of breakup. You know, just a little bit of dirt on there, a little bit of delay, a little bit of reverb on there to make it kind of full and feel good. I will put my Helix patch in the description below. You can have it totally for free. Just one I whipped up for this song, and I think it gets pretty close to the recording. Again, not exact, and it's obviously set up for this guitar. It is a Reverend, you can't see I got a tuner on there, but anyway, it's a Reverend Charger 290. Just P90 pickups seem to work for this one pretty well. And this song basically has 2 or 3 parts. There's the intro riff, there's the verse riff, and then there's what you play in the chorus, which is basically one chord plus the verse riff again. So we're not going to get into the solo in this lesson, just want to keep the video short and to the point. But if you want me to record a video going over to the solo, we can certainly do that. Just let me know in the comments and we'll make another one for another time. But let's go ahead and jump on into things. Okay, so the song is recorded in D minor. Not that that's really going to make a whole lot of difference. The only chords we're going to be playing are an F and a G. Let me play the intro slowly first, and then we will break it down. But it starts off on the G and the B strings. On the G string is fret 5, and on the B string is fret 6. No pick during this song, just use your fingers the whole time, because you're going to need to go and do some just kind of drone notes on the low D string. But you want to start off with your first and second finger, just plucking those 2 strings, the G and the B. And if you want to give them like just a little tiny bend, not much, it's kind of a little, just a little flavor in there, but that's what it starts on. Then use your ring finger and fret the 7th fret on the D and the G strings both. And again, I'm basically using my first 2 fingers the whole time on this song. So then we're going to pluck the low D string, just open. So far we've got, we're going to use our first finger to fret the 5th fret on the D and the G strings as well. After you play that 5th fret, you're going to want to pluck the low D again, and then slide your fingers, pluck the 5th fret on the D and G, and then just slide them up to 7 on the D and G strings as well. And that's kind of one time through the progression. So G and B strings to start. From there, he goes into a quick little riff on the A and the D strings. Start on the 3rd fret of the A string and hammer on to the 5th fret with your ring finger. And then I also press down the 5th fret with my ring finger on the D string. Then it's back to the A string on the 5th fret. Then 3 on the D string, open on the D string. So far we've got. There is still that little drone low D string in there as well. That comes in at this part. So again, we start on the G and the B strings. So after the third time on that riff, he adds another fret 3 and then open on the A string. So that little riff on the A and D string is, and then he adds 3 on the A string, open on the A string. And then we're playing 2 chords, which in drop D tuning is very, very simple. We're gonna slide up to fret 3 all the way across the D, A, and D strings. So just put your first finger down. We're gonna go low D, A, high D, back to A. And again, that's just fret 3 all the way across. Kind of get that little slide in to start. Then just move it up 2 frets to the 5th fret. So after that riff, it's open D, and then 3 on the A string, open on the A string, 3 on the A string, and then slide up to the 5th fret of the A string. And that is a complete cycle through the intro riff. Let's go ahead and play it slowly together. That's the intro. Now, the verse is almost the exact same, except we're not going to do any of those riffs right there. We're just going to kind of stay in this general area. So he starts off the exact same way. But from here, he just kind of goes back and forth between the low D and then fret 7 on the D and the G string as well. So that's just a open D, 7 7 on the D string, D and G string. Open D, 7 7 on the D and the G string. So it goes like this.
Take a little smoke in the evening. Take a little whiskey on ice. I never get behind killing my mind, but it's just the kind of thing I like. Just the kind of thing I like.
That is the verse. Very easy to do, very simple. Once you've got the intro riff down, it's just a simplified version of that. So the chorus starts on the 5th fret of the D, A, and D strings. Again, it's just kind of that low drop D power chord. And he plays this for the first part. So let's go ahead and play the riff going into the chorus.
And Mama always set a good example. Daddy always gave me good advice.
Then he goes right back into that simplified riff.
In the right direction, but the devil always made me think twice. Devil always made me think.
The chorus is really the only part we need to learn new, is just sitting and hanging on that G chord. Mom always set a good example. We're just sitting there strumming that back to the riff. After the chorus, he gets into a solo. We are not going to look at that solo today, but he does play kind of a cool little short riff that I enjoy playing just while jamming out on this song. It starts on the G string on the 12th fret. He goes... So that's really just the 12th and the 10th fret back and forth. Do a little bend at the beginning. Back to normal 12. So you're kind of bending about a fret and a half up to 10 on the G string. Back to 12. Back to 10. Then it's fret 12 on the D string to fret 10 on the G string. And then we're going to go on the A string from fret 12, slide down to 10, to the 8th fret of the A string, then slide up from fret 10 on the low D string up to fret 12. So far we've got one more time. Then on the D string, we're going to go from fret 10 to fret 12 on the D string. It's just a quick slide. And then hammer on the G string from fret 10 to fret 12. Give it a little bit of vibrato and just kind of feel it out. And that is that quick little riff. So again, slowly, the whole riff is this. And that note right there that we end on is actually where the intro of the riff starts again. So we're going to hold that out and then go right back to the second thing we play in the riff, that 7/7 on the D and the G string. So coming out of the chorus, the last part we have to learn is kind of like the outro before the intro at the very end. So all he's doing there is playing a D power chord. That's going to be open D just because it'll ring out more. And then fret 5 on the A string and fret 7/7 on the D and G. This is where he's going, devil always made me, devil always made me, devil always made me think twice. And again, that's just that same F and G chords, fret 3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, and you just kind of sit and strumming those. The snare goes to a double time beat. Devil always made me, devil always made me, devil always made me think twice. Devil always made me, devil always made me, devil always made me think twice. And then it's back to the intro again. And that's the whole song. Let's go ahead and jump into a slow playthrough together.
Take a little smoke in the evening. things alike. Trouble I crave, just the kind of trouble I crave. And Mama always set a good example. Daddy always gave me good advice. Jesus tried to steer me in the right direction, but the devil always made me think twice. Devil always made me think. You're just a little too late. Son, you're just a little too late. And Mama always set a good example. Daddy always gave me good advice. Jesus tried to steer me in the right direction, but the devil always made me think twice. Think twice. Devil always made me think twice. Devil always made me think twice. Devil always made me. Devil always made me. Devil always made me think twice. Devil always made me. Devil always made me. Devil always made me think twice.
Well, hey, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit different tutorial on electric guitar. Don't worry, I will get back to the acoustic stuff as well, but just thought I'd try something different this time, and like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. So if you want, I will leave a link to download the Helix patch that I use for this song. It's obviously set up for my guitar, but if you want to download it, totally free to do that. And leave me comments, suggestions with whatever you want to learn next, and I will add that to my list. But most of all, I just want to say thanks to those of you that have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate your support, and can't wait to see you next week.